Okay, so I just got an email from my ex explaining that she was going to be denying me the Christmas visitation as stipulated in the judgment set forth by our ridiculous charade of a divorce trial in which she was flirting with the judge, and the judge told her to write the judgment and he would sign it no matter what she wrote, pretty much. So yeah, so it won't just be 177 days that she will have kept the kids from seeing their father. It will be substantially more. I don't know exactly how much more. I don't know, you know, when we're gonna be. Sorry about this. I'm in a strange car, and dang it. Yeah, so I don't know when, yeah, as of right now, I've had no visitation of my kids for 171 days. And the visitation I was supposed to get starting December 21st, she is now denying. And of course, this is after I already paid for, you know, hotel rooms, amusement park tickets, you know, took time off of work, all that stuff. So this is now a very real financial burden on me, as well as the simple fact that I haven't got to see my kids, and they haven't got to see their dad in 171 days. So yeah, she's taking it to the next level and taking the parental alienation way beyond. I'm sure she's being encouraged by her drunken, promiscuous mother and her cuckold, pathetic father, as well as her drunken, promiscuous sister. And she might even be encouraged by her other sister as well. And she's clearly being encouraged by her new husband, who she insta-married after 3 other Navy guys just this year. So yeah, what a score for that guy. I'm pretty upset. I'm pretty angry. Mostly for my kids, you know, for their sake, you know. They don't have any kind of stability where they can even see their dad or spend time with him, you know. She's dropping them off at the YMCA, which is not a safe environment for kids. I don't care what anybody says. I went to the YMCA when I was a kid, you know. There's very little supervision there. It's, you know, there's teenagers basically babysitting kids, and the teenagers are barely vetted. And the kids are, you know, some of the kids that come from homes with, you know, very real, serious problems. Alcoholism, you know, for one, which unfortunately my kids are coming from a home where alcoholism is a serious problem, since they're living with their mother, and she's a known alcoholic for, you know, years and years and years, 2 DUIs. I mean, she drinks to make herself not loathe herself, and the simple fact is she needs to keep loathing herself, because keeping her kids from their father for more than 6 months is unforgivable. Unforgivable. So yeah, it's been 171 days as of right now since I've seen my kids, and now she is not going to let me see them at Christmas time either. So I'm going to go all the fun places I was going to go with the kids and make a video of all that. And when I do get to see my kids, I'm going to show them the video of all the fun places that I went when I was supposed to have them, since I already booked all the tickets and hotel reservations and all that anyway, since I already paid for all of it. You know, I'm not going to let it go to waste. And then as soon as I do get visitation, I'm going to show that video to my kids and say, hey, remember when I was supposed to have you at Christmas time? Well, this is what Disneyland looks like. And this is what the castle that I rented a fancy hotel room at looks like. And this is your family and your cousins and all the people who were so excited to see you And here's the pile of presents that everybody got for you. And here's all the really good food that we ate. And your mom kept all of this for you and kept you from seeing your dad on a technicality because I didn't give her an itinerary soon enough. Never mind the fact that I did give her a very detailed itinerary. Never mind the fact that I spent a ton of money. Never mind the fact that I haven't seen my kids for over 171 days. Never mind all of that. You know, your mom kept you from seeing your dad for an additional week at Christmas time for no good reason whatsoever. I mean, there's no justification for this. No justification. I've never done anything to anybody in that whole family to justify keeping the kids from me for 171 days. Much less, it's going to be 200 days before I see my kids, probably. Before I'm able to get a ruling and all the stuff that I need to do to be able to see my kids. So I don't know what she's thinking, honestly, because we go in front of a judge and, you know, I show that I moved down here right away as soon as she took the kids from me, and I got a job as quick as I could, and I got an apartment as quick as I could, and, you know, I'm an upstanding member of society. There's just no justification for this whatsoever. And any judge anywhere is going to see that and see that she's kept them from me for 200 plus days. And I just hope that judge understands what kind of crazy, irrational, alcoholic, selfish psychopath we're dealing with, and hopefully just flips custody there on the spot and says, you know what? This is absolutely the most ridiculous case I've ever seen. I think they should live with Dad for a while and see if Dad does a better job of giving visitation. And I will do such a good job of giving visitation, as I did last time I had the kids. I was very good about visitation. And she's always been very bad about visitation. She doesn't want the kids around me at all. She knows she's an inferior parent. She feeds them poorer food. She spends less quality time with them. She's less sober than I am. I mean, I'm sober all the time. She's never sober. So, of course she's a worse parent. I mean, you know, you can't be a raging alcoholic and be a good parent. Those two are incompatible. And that's the contrast we're dealing with here. So, yeah, I cannot wait to get in front of a judge. Now that she's kept the kids from me for 171 days, and now she's going to be keeping them from me again for the Christmas break based on a technicality. I just, she must be even drunker than usual, because she's making very stupid decisions at this point. So, you know, all I can say is her and her whole crew must be much more foolish than they've been to this point. So, Everett and Grace, when you watch this, I am so sorry. I have to go to Disneyland without you. I have to go to the fancy hotels that I booked without you. I have to go see all of our friends and family without you because of your mother. Your mother is keeping you from me. I want to be with you guys. I want to take care of you guys. I want to feed you food, and like good, healthy, organic food that I cook myself. I want to feed you organic fruit smoothies. I want to go hiking and go ice skating. All of those things. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry your mom is doing this to you. It's so unfair to you. And I love you very much, and I'm going to go to the judge. I've already been trying to do it. I've already been filling out all the paperwork. I'm going to go to the judge, and after we go to the judge, you guys are going to get to spend time with your dad. And your mom's going to be in a lot of trouble. If there's any justice at all in the world, your mom's going to be in a lot of trouble for this. And you're going to get to spend a lot more time with Dad. A lot more time. So, that's the silver lining here, I guess. Yeah, so, day 171, of not seeing my kids at all. And now it looks like day 178 is on the horizon. Day 178 was the day that I was supposed to have visitation with my kids, according to the judgment. And now I will not be seeing them on December 21st. She won't allow me to see them at Everett School. She won't allow me to see them at a park, on the weekends. 0 visitation for 171 days. And now we're heading into 178. And more. 180, 190, 200. You think she'll be able to keep my kids from me for 200 days? And if she does, what do you think the judge is going to say about that? You kept the kids from seeing their father for 200 days? A guy who's like always held a job, always been on time, always been honest and forthright, has no legal record whatsoever, has no history of drug abuse or alcohol abuse or violence or anything whatsoever, and you kept the kids from him for 200 days in this ghetto apartment with your Insta husband, who's Navy guy number 4 this year, dropping him off at the YMCA in the ghetto? I can't imagine what kind of poppycock story she's going to try and come up with to justify this to the judge. But I'm excited about it because it's going to be poppycock and the judge isn't going to buy it. And I'm hopeful that they flip custody at 100% and just say, Dad is the sole custody. Let's see how he does with visitation for a while. And I will do so good at visitation. I will follow every rule. I will get the kids to their mom every chance I get. If I'm at work, she will have the kids, period. If I'm not at work and she's available and she has a work schedule and it's conflicting and she needs to reschedule, I will reschedule. I will let her have the kids. I'll be so good every day about giving visitation to her. To be the antithesis of what she has been. To show the kids what being a good parent is like. So that, God forbid, when they get older and they get married, if they have to go through something like this where their spouse cheats on them and is an alcoholic and is verbally abusive and just, you know, a disgusting lech for 7 years, if they have to deal with that, they'll know the proper way to go about it. Because they'll see that example from their dad, who still is so good about visitation despite everything. Because that's how I'm going to be. So, Merry Christmas.